But what have you done to prove that you're better than me?
I don't know. Went toe-to-toe 8 rounds with the greatest boxer of all time. What do you think happens if you fight Floyd Mayweather?
I would knock him out.
Bro.
100%.
Don't be ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous.
You think because you lost a fight to Floyd Mayweather that you're better than me at boxing?
I mean, kind of cool if he can continue to steal money and they match him the way they match him. I can't knock his hustle. So if they can match him the way how they've been matching him, more power to him.
Are you happy with your performance in the fight? Are you happy with the way the night went down?
I wish he would have, put up a better fight so that I could have risen more and done more.
Jake Paul has responded to Floyd Mayweather's challenge, saying he will knock him out. He sounds very sure of himself, which matches his confident personality. This has led people to wonder if there might be a real fight between them. Fans are curious to see if this back-and-forth talk will turn into a real fight. Jake Paul's bold words make people even more excited to see if this rivalry will go beyond talking and become an actual boxing match.
What are you saying to the feedback on the fight that you're getting?
I'm not saying anything.
Nothing.
I don't need to say anything. The people who understand the greatness of it and, have their own lives and are happy with themselves, they're going to just show respect and show praise. It's the haters who are jealous and don't have anything going on in their sad and miserable lives, and they want to bring the whole event down and Mike down and me down and all of these things.
What if it's not as deep as that for some people? What if some people just think it was not that entertaining of a fight?
I mean, what do they want? They just want me to lose. That's the only way they would have thought it was entertaining.
I think there's a world where some people definitely wanted you to knock out Tyson.
Floyd Mayweather recently talked about Jake Paul's approach to boxing. He said that Jake was good at making money. Mayweather said Jake could keep making money and that he couldn't criticize him for it. He added that he respected Jake for making money in his own way. Even though Mayweather's words seemed supportive, they also pointed out that Jake was more focused on entertainment than real boxing competition.
I didn't know anything about a rematch with Logan Paul. At least I didn't know.
Yeah, he said you asked him twice in a very recent interview, so I wanted to ask you directly.
Not that I can recall.
Mayweather, known for his perfect boxing record, said he would be willing to fight Jake Paul if the conditions were right. He said, "I'll fight him in a real fight at my weight," and added that just because Jake is making a lot of money doesn't mean he has real boxing skills. This shows that Mayweather believes there is a difference between being a skilled athlete and a clever marketer.
Is he someone you're interested in or no?
Well, if you go back, you got to do your homework, look on the internet. I think he was doing a sit down on a podcast one time, and he talked about it. He said, I don't want to do an exhibition against Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
He said, I'm only doing real fights. And of course, I can't get up high in weight, but I'll fight him in a real fight at the weight that I'm at. But Jake Paul, I mean, as of right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, it's going to be bad. I'm not really upset. Even it was so crazy. I remember just a while back, his brother was like, "Oh, I didn't get paid. It was just like I said before. He just want to keep his name out there. As long as he attached his name to mine, he gonna keep my name out there. Remember what he said? He said, "Oh, Mayweather ain't gonna. He didn't pay me. He didn't pay me. Where's the lawsuit? If you didn't get paid, where's the lawsuit?" So it's a bunch of bullshit. But like I said before, they know what they're doing. Both brothers.
This isn't the first time Mayweather has talked about Jake Paul's ability in boxing. A few years ago, when asked about fighting Jake and his brother Logan Paul, Mayweather said he could beat both of them in one night. He called them fake fighters and said his skills were much better.
Floyd, you really want to take them both on at the same night?
Absolutely, easy. You got two fake fighters. Fake fighter. I'm a real fighter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Right here, please.
Yo.
All right, hang on.
Yo.
I want you out of the way for me.
You looking over here? What's up? You wanna run it 2 in one night?
Yeah.
What's up? You wanna run it 2 in one night?
Absolutely.
You wanna run it 2 in one night?
Absolutely.
So let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Get the paperwork for this bum.
Get Al Heyman.
Absolutely. I don't need Al Heyman.
Let me call Al Heyman.
I'm my own boss. I'm my own
2 in
boss.
one night. Got your hat.
Chill.
Get in there.
Watch it.
Jake Paul got very mad about this comment and shouted angrily. This caused a fight and a physical clash with Mayweather.
So I'm walking down the street and Floyd was waiting in 3 different cars with 3 different groups of goons. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom, Floyd's right there. And I was like, all right, like what's up, Floyd? And these dudes slowly started to create this like surrounding barrier around me. They attacked at the right time because like there was a wall. When I see these guys and I look in their eyes, I was like, I'm out. This is probably why the Dolphins are calling. The guy swipes at me. The Dolphins aren't calling, guys. I don't know if you can pick up on that. I'll never be in the fucking NFL.
The tension between Floyd Mayweather and Jake Paul has been a recurring headline. One notable incident occurred outside a Miami Heat game when Mayweather confronted Jake.
How extra nice to get that camera?
What's going on?
What's up, Floyd?
I can have what I want.
What you mean with the camera? Oh, you got camera too. So who you supposed to be? I'm just working, man.
What happened? You're not tough anymore since your loss? What happened since your loss? Yo, we gonna bust him up, guys?
I told you before, put that camera
Yo, let's bust him up. Where you running, Jake? Where you going since your fight? Since you lost? What's up, Jake? Where you going, Jake? Oh, he's running! He's running! Look at him! Jake Paul running, champ. Why is he running? I think because the last time.
When asked about the chance of Jake Paul fighting Mayweather, legendary boxer Mike Tyson made his opinion clear: Jake Paul can't beat Floyd Mayweather. Tyson's simple answer shows the common belief that Mayweather's boxing skills are unbeatable and that Jake's popularity alone wouldn't help him win.
I gotta ask, what do you think about Floyd Mayweather and Jake Paul?
Oh, no.
Do you care about that fight?
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Do you think Jake Paul can win or?
No.
No?
Gonna get beat up pretty bad.
You think either of the Floyd brothers could take Mayweather, Jake or Logan? Nah, not a chance. All right, that's cool, man.
Jake Paul has received criticism for challenging boxing legends like Mike Tyson. After he planned to fight with Tyson, many fans showed their frustration. This has made people wonder who Jake Paul will try to target next in his pursuit of money and attention.
Well, it hasn't even been 24 hours since Jake Paul defeated Mike Tyson in the pair's hotly anticipated fight. But the social media star is already looking to book in his next battle.
Live to our boxing correspondent / 9 US correspondent, Reed Butler in Los Angeles. Reed, good morning. Who's next?
Yeah, certainly not wasting any time, is he, guys? Fresh off his thumping defeat of the much older Mike Tyson, the YouTube star turned boxer Jake Paul now has his sights set on Conor McGregor. He tweeted earlier this morning, "Dear Conor, I know you told my team you would fight me at 170 pounds. That's not happening, but let's run it in MMA. No weight class, just like how it used to be done, but you won't."
I mean, I got sucked in by it. I was sitting in my car, I went to go for a run, and then I remembered it was on.
Oh, yeah?
And also, Jake Paul, mate, you smashed a 58-year-old. Like, you're no hero.
I know.
Don't you think?
Yeah, but they both collected $60 million.
I think Mike Tyson in his prime would have knocked him out.
Still good, Tyson.
Yeah, he had a couple of good jabs.
You're into it.
3. Yeah.
In the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, Jake won by unanimous decision. However, fans and analysts felt the match was disappointing. On Twitter, a user named Eddie summed up the feeling by saying, "One of the more depressing fights I have seen. I expected nothing much and it delivered less." Jake also didn't look impressive because he couldn't knock down a 60-year-old with no knees. After the fight, Jake Paul talked about his performance, saying, "I didn't get punched much or hurt." While this showed his control in the ring, it also got criticism for focusing more on making money than on real athletic skill.
Which is hilarious because all the lead up to this fight, we've been saying big as a Super Bowl. Big as a Super Bowl.
Big as the what?
Why was Mike wearing assless chaps though? In the
did that moment go viral with his cheeks out?
I don't know. It made my stomach hurt. Though.
I was seeing it.
Why didn't he
while
have
I was
underwear
ringside.
on?
He had a G-string on, is what he had.
Almost.
I thought he was completely butt naked.
Nah, he looked like a stripper.
But yeah, biggest live gate, 18.1 millions in U.S. boxing history outside of Las Vegas. A phenomenal night. I'm sorry I didn't knock him out though, guys.
Shut the fuck up. It was
really
crazy when
sorry.
we talked about this. I told him you were going to say some dumb shit. You did the right thing at the end. You bowed. You kept it classy.
Yeah, after I seen him a little bit tired, I didn't want to put too much hurt on him, but I wanted the fans to get a good experience. But there was a point where all of my aggression and like super violence and like I'm gonna knock this guy out and show him, it went away when I wasn't getting hit much at all. And I don't know, I just
punches wasn't doing it.
I love Mike.
Walk us through the whole thing, from the walkout to the fight to the post interview. Walk us through the whole fight from your point of view.
Yeah, this fight was just different. I feel like mentally locked in, like a lot less nerves than normal. I'm just getting so used to these moments.
Combat sports journalist Ariel Helwani gave a strong criticism of the Tyson versus Paul fight, agreeing with fans who were disappointed.
Oh, he sucks, or oh, he carried him, and more on that in a moment. The only result that I think people truly would have been happy with is a Mike Tyson knockout of Jake Paul. I think that's the only one that would have sufficed, and that wasn't happening. There was never really any doubt. He landed a couple punches early on, but there was never really a question as to whether or not that would happen. I think Jake carried him. I think Jake didn't want to knock him out. I'm not sure if he could have, but he definitely took his foot off the gas last couple rounds for sure. And ultimately, I'm okay with that. I predicted a Jake Paul decision. I thought it would be a little bit more competitive to get to the decision, but ultimately I'm okay with that.
Meanwhile, medical professional Dr. Bryan questioned if the fight should have happened at all, raising concerns about safety and fairness because of Tyson's age and physical condition.
Energized version of Tyson, and he came out and a couple of rounds looked pretty good, and then by the end of the fight it was clear this was a 58-year-old man, and he looked like a 58-year-old man. And I have a lot of issues with this. I don't think this fight should have ever happened. I think it says a lot of bad things about the combat sports world and sets a really dangerous precedent going forward. We're going to talk about the whole fight clearance approval process, and then just physiologically why he looked the way he did. There's a lot of just true anatomy and physiology changes that explain why Tyson looked so bad and play a role in why this type of thing should not happen. Each state has an athletic commission that governs licenses for combat sports. It's not a national standard. It's state by state, and there's a wide variety of medical clearance processes and rules in place from one state to another. That probably played some role in where this fight happened because Texas has some of the more lenient medical clearance processes. So here you can see if you're going to apply to get a license, you basically have to have a medical exam. You have to have some negative blood work, which is pretty self-explanatory. You have to have passed an eye exam within the previous 6 months. And if you are over the age of 36, you are considered a older competitor and you have to have more favorable physical testing, limited, including EEG, EKG.
Jake Paul's choice to fight Mike Tyson was seen as a smart money-making move. Even though Tyson is older, the fight drew large bets and a lot of attention, making it a major event.
So is we finna speak on this fight or what, bruh? Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, bruh. Everybody had their money on my dog Mike Tyson, bruh. His old ass. Everybody was hyping this fight up. They had the whole world watching this shit, man. So is we gonna speak on the fact that this old ass nigga Mike Tyson was boxing slow as fuck. Like, I'm talking about some Jit throwing slow motion punches, Jit moving slow as fuck. Like, his old ass not been in the ring. I knew this was rigged, bro. You know how much money niggas had on Mike Tyson, bro? I know everybody pissed off. They all lost their bets, nigga. They fooled all y'all. Y'all thought Mike Tyson was finna win. Y'all lost y'all bread. Jake Paul should have never did this old ass man like that. That's flaw.
After the fight, more criticism came on Twitter. A user named Max retweeted Jake's challenge to Conor McGregor, saying Jake Paul took the chance after beating a 58-year-old Mike Tyson to call out another retired fighter in McGregor. This man refuses to fight anyone legit. This shows the growing frustration with Jake's choice of opponents.
The world was hoping for a blockbuster. Instead, we got a fizzer. Tyson never really stood a chance, and even as the rounds progressed, the crowds actually started booing and some in the audience walked out altogether. Netflix, the streamer which broadcast the fight, also copping a fair few blows itself this morning, not just for the lackluster result, but also for its service. You can see there were big problems with buffering and even outages too, infuriating fans right around the world. After all of this build-up, guys, it is easy to think what was the point of it all, but then you consider the millions in advertising revenue and the huge pay packets for the competitors, tens of millions of dollars each.
I mean, I got sucked in by it. I was sitting in my car, I went to go for a run, and then I remembered it was on.
Oh, yeah?
And also, Jake Paul, mate, you smashed a 58-year-old. Like, you're no hero.
I know.
Don't you think?
Yeah, but they both collected $60 million.
I think Mike Tyson in his prime would have knocked him out.
Still good, Tyson.
Yeah, he had a couple of good jabs.
You're into
maybe
it.
3. Yeah.
In a post-fight interview, Jake Paul talked about the controversy over Tyson's loss, saying no one cares about Mike Tyson losing this fight.
Ask you this, where's the $1 million outfit? Because I've never seen an outfit like that.
It's crazy. It's in the locker room right now, but I think we're going to try and put it somewhere like to showcase it. But shout out to the shoe surgeon, Alec Monopoly, and Pascal for all making it happen. 380 carats, over $1 million.
Last thing, I love Mike Tyson like family. You love Mike. What do you tell him? Like, obviously he's bummed out. He wanted to win.
He's amazing. No one cares about the loss for him. He got to cement his legacy, make a bunch of money, and have fun doing it, so that's all that matters. I just felt so mentally like focused and locked in. There was like no nerves, no adrenaline, even though my body wasn't as good in shape because of my ankle sprain. I just mentally, everything's slowing down in the ring. I'm not getting as nervous and stuff like that. So that was
Did you
really
notice
good.
there's 75,000 people watching? Did that get you at all? How many people
Did I notice it? No, honestly, it's harder fighting in an arena because it's louder. In the stadium, it's not that loud, so I liked it better.
Are you gonna say that?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Yo, Jake.
The fight's rules and conditions also caused controversy. Critics said the outcome might have been influenced by factors that favored Jake Paul instead of true competition.
But when Trick Daddy Dollars posted this on Instagram, it really just confirmed and solidified everything. So, Trick Daddy Dollars posted this on Instagram, and I'm going to read it to social media. So, it says the rules for the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight are designed to favor Jake Paul. The rules are extremely favorable to Jake Paul. The contract will incentivize Mike Tyson to lose and give Jake Paul an opportunity to choose himself as a winner. The first stipulation in the contract will punish Tyson for knocking out Jake because he is paid on a sliding scale per round. If Tyson knocks Jake out in the first round, he would receive no money. If he knocks him out in the second round, he would only make a small amount of cash. For Tyson to make the most money, he needs to survive all 8 rounds, which means avoiding knocking Jake Paul out.
Allegations of scripting and rule bending raised doubts about the legitimacy of the fight, questioning its credibility.
If the fight goes to a split decision, it favors Jake Paul because the judges have to be approved by Jake Paul. I'm gonna let y'all read that. I knew it was a setup. Because you know what? Mike Tyson had a lot of open air opportunity to smash Jake Paul, and he didn't do it. And I'm just like, hit him, Mike. Like, if you heard me screaming in my house, I'm like, hit him.
Despite all the hype around the fight, many viewers were unimpressed. The fight didn't provide the excitement fans hoped for, strengthening worries that Jake's fights focus more on show than on real competition.
Jake Paul just beat Mike Tyson in a heavily anticipated boxing match, and this was trash. I'm not gonna lie, it was 16 minutes of straight garbage. I don't know if Mike Tyson was trying to go through some sort of humiliation ritual, but he literally looked like an old man out there, had Jake Paul doing stuff like this. Forget, this is the same guy that used to be on Disney Channel, disrespecting Mike Tyson. They accidentally streamed him butt naked in the locker room and then had the nerve to tweet about it and say, wow, it got real cheeky. And it made me even more mad when I realized this is happening, and the only time my TV stopped buffering was for me to see this, and then you tweet about it instead of fixing your servers? Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor was a much better fight tonight. I'm not gonna lie, this was very underwhelming, but at the end of the day, they got a bag and I gotta respect it.
Floyd Mayweather, reflecting on the Tyson fight, shared his thoughts on Jake Paul's success. He said Jake's career would do well as long as he kept fighting older boxers, but warned that fighting real challengers would show his weaknesses. Mayweather's comments highlight the ongoing debate about Jake's place in boxing.
He's selling it. He's selling it, and he's making good money, and he's entertaining. I like it.
Is he, and Floyd, there are many people who believe you're the most talented fighter ever, period. So whatever you say to this question, I think is important. Are you impressed? Does he have boxing ability, or is he just an entertainer who has a lot of fans and can promote a fight and has fought lesser opponents? Or is he actually talented?
As long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter, a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
With the Tyson fight over, fans and critics are excited to see what Jake Paul will do next. Despite the controversies, Jake has shown he's great at keeping people guessing and watching. Will his next opponent be a real challenger, or will he keep focusing on show over competition? That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.